Okie dokie. And hello, folks. I am Tommy NC 2010, and welcome back to another awesome episode of Tommy Talks, live from Western North Carolina, the most electrifying talk show today here on YouTube. And we have an awesome guest here tonight. How are you doing tonight, sir? How are you doing tonight? Mystery Guy TV.
I'm doing pretty good, Tommy.
So, how are things? How was your day? How was your Sunday?
Well, my Sunday, I didn't really do that much today. My family doesn't really go to church that often, so I kind of just had a boring day.
Okay. So let's shoot into this interview. What inspired you to be a YouTuber?
What inspired me? There are a few people that inspire me. There's two YouTubers that inspired me to make YouTube videos. One of them was the Angry Video Game Nerd. He does game reviews.
I know who he
and
is.
The other one is a channel called The Cute Mario Bros. It's basically about a plush channel, basically people playing with toys or something like that. And those are the two YouTubers that inspired me to make YouTube videos. Yeah.
Alright. What is your all-time favorite video that you ever worked on your channel?
I don't really know. I have a lot of favorite videos of mine, but I guess the one I do really like is probably my very first video on my original channel. My very first video I made back in 2014. Because that was kind of nostalgic for me, watching my 11-year-old self making a YouTube video. Yeah, so that has to be probably my favorite.
Really? Looking back at your younger days when you started out YouTube and you had much of a younger voice, that was a video you liked, honestly. That was the video you liked to look at, take back when you first started here on YouTube.
It's kind of like a memory for me, how I got started with YouTube.
So basically, I took a look at your channel, and basically you do video game content, and you do reviews of sodas and all sorts of content. And I understand that you have two channels. I didn't check into the other channel, but I subscribed to both your channels. What do you have on the other channel exactly that, because I noticed you have two channels.
Oh, you mean the original channel?
Yeah.
My original channel, it basically has, some of my, original content there, most of the content I made when I was, 11 or 12. The reason why I decided to not make videos on that channel, because, my family, it's kind of their channel. Most of my family uploads videos there, but they haven't uploaded a video there since 2016. So I decided to move to Mystery Guy TV, the channel that I have right now, so I can make my own content, and I don't have anyone to tell me I can't do this.
Understand. Now, was your parents' channel a popular channel? Did they have a lot of subscribers, or did you just kind of branch off from their main channel?
Well, honestly, back then, my parents rarely use YouTube. They usually just go on Facebook a lot, but my parents weren't really big on YouTube. They never really made YouTube videos. I think the reason why my dad, made that YouTube channel, just so if I can just make my own content there, and so he could just comment on other videos. Yeah, so I think that's kind of the reason why he made that channel, just to let me make some of the content. And he said he will watch over my content to see what I'm uploading. And that's when I knew that I had to make another channel.
Understand. Now, what content are you looking forward to make into the future? Do you have any ideas you could share with us here now on the show of what content you're looking to express and create into the future?
Well, I tried doing commentary videos. That's what I tried to do, but those videos didn't really get that many views. So I'm gonna try to focus on reaction videos from now on because when I started Mystery Guy TV, my other channel in 2016, the first thing I've done was reaction videos, and for some reason I just kept going with the reaction videos, and some of them got a good amount of views. So yeah, I think I'll probably see where the reaction videos will go.
Understand. Now, what is your opinion on the whole demonetization of YouTube? Like YouTube majorly just attacking their content creators. And do you believe the main reason why we are in this apocalypse right now of demonetization? Because the main reason, two people, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, do you believe that?
Well, honestly, I don't really think it's actually Logan Paul or Jake Paul because there are some people that make YouTube videos, there are some really sick people on YouTube, on this site. And there's actually a guy here saying how racism is right. There's a guy that made a video saying that. And there's all sorts of crazy people on the site saying this is right or this is wrong or just saying these horrible things. And lots of kids have access to YouTube. And, YouTube was having trouble with these kind of people, so they decided to make these new family-friendly laws, which instead of fixing the problem to get the sick people out here, they kind of just made a new problem for YouTubers. Because
so what you're saying there is YouTube ultimately injected themselves with cancer and tried to cross the problem, but they ultimately made a stronger problem in the midst of it. And if I was to throw this statement out to you, do you think YouTube would purposely try to cut out the content creators and try to fill in, get rid of guys like me and you, and put in the celebrities and push away some of the people that originally have made content on this platform? Do you feel like that they would do that?
Well, I don't think so. What I was saying, you see, back in 2016, there's a lot of commentary channels talking about these really bad people. And I think, since during that time commentary channels were a big thing, YouTube probably saw the videos and, back then, when you put up a video on YouTube, it could be any video, you can advertise it no matter what you say. So I think that's when YouTube decided to make the laws that you can't do this because there was people saying these horrible things and they're managing to make money off of it. But I don't think they're trying to get off I don't think they're trying to remove all the original creators here that are doing nothing wrong. I think they're just trying to get the bad people out here. But they decided to make a worse problem. And yeah, I think the reason why they didn't really remove Logan Paul, I think the reason why they didn't remove him is because he's kind of like one of the mascots for YouTube. He's a really big YouTuber. He's all over YouTube. So I think that's why they didn't remove him, which I think he should be removed.
Understand. How do you feel about unfair treatment here on YouTube? Do you feel like some YouTubers are treated better because they have more subs? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
Yes.
Well, I just don't kind of think it's right because, I remember back in the day when I first started YouTube, back then, I didn't really have a lot of YouTube equipment. I had, a camera that had really bad quality. And when I started, making little YouTube videos on there, I've been getting so many comments saying, oh, you're a retard. How would you get some editing software or some new equipment or something like that? At the time, I couldn't afford any, editing software or anything like that or how to use them. There's a lot of people on the site that think every YouTuber should have, a HD camera or like a expensive editing software, even though there's YouTubers out there that can't afford those kind of things. And still, even if they do say they can't afford it, you know, they're just still going to attack them for that.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you another question. Do you think that politics should stay off of YouTube? That the fact that some of the liberal media is affecting YouTube channels and causing some YouTube channels to disappear because of their beliefs and their opinions, and some people being attacked because they have this opinion and some people have this opinion? Do you believe that our freedom of speech is slowly disappearing?
I kind of do believe that because the reason why I kind of do believe that our opinions and freedom of speech is kind of slowly appearing because like PewDiePie, he did like a meme review episode where with the conservative guy, Ben, I think his name is Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he like talks about a lot of politics and he's like a big time conservative, and he got a lot of hate for that. So it's kind of like you can't have like political views on YouTube. Like that's why most YouTubers prefer to stay away or just not talk about political stuff at all. Like on my channel, I rarely talk about political stuff because I don't want any like liberals or crazy conservatives attacking my channel. Yeah. So to be honest, I think that politics should stay off of YouTube. I think they should stay off.
Understand. I think you're another question I'm going to ask you. In your direct and if your videos you watch day to day, who is your top besides the person you mentioned when we first started this? Who would you say right now today, physically, as you watch videos today? Who was your top favorite YouTuber?
Like right now, like all
Yes.
the modern YouTubers.
Yes.
My top favorite, like not any of the ones that started in like 2006.
No, just your YouTubers that you are watching today and are established, and you watch them on a day-to-day basis, like cult religiously. Like you never miss a single video. You watch every bit of their content, or you watch a specific part of their content. Who is your favorite YouTuber right now?
My favorite YouTuber right now, like I don't really like watch like YouTubers content like almost every day. Like I don't really like watch like a lot of YouTubers that much. Like usually if I watch this guy's content, then I'll just go on to the next guy, or I'll just watch some random videos. But I think my favorite YouTuber right now is probably still the Angry Video Game Nerd. Probably.
Now, do you feel like, now to ask you a question, do you feel like the Angry Video Game Nerd has lost it? Because he's kind of grown into this massive YouTuber, and do you feel like a lot of people say that they want to see more Angry New Video Game Nerd content, but they feel like he's not producing enough content. How do you feel about this? Do you feel like you just like watching his review videos on video games, or do you like watching the nerd? Because as you know, that's his character. How do you feel about this?
Well, I think it's best if they should just use like the character, the nerd, for like playing video games. That's kind of what he's meant for. But it would be interesting to see him do something else. That would be interesting.
Now, I think what camera do you use for shooting your videos?
Probably my phone, which I'm using right now. I'm planning on to buy a camera sooner or later. I don't know when, but I'm gonna try to get like a good camera.
My best opinion for you, I use a Sony, and if you do, make sure you get a camera where the screen flips up, because you can see yourself. You can see yourself directly, your face, and what you're doing. Making sure you're in shot, and you can capture everything. That's my best opinion to you. And either one, you can get Sony. I could say either Sony or Canon are the two best cameras. I used to use the Canon Mini X, which it's a brick now because that's all it's good for, because it fell out of my pocket and got wet. And stupid me, I used it and it got fried. And best camera ever. It was a fisheye lens, beautiful camera. I could have used it for years and years, but stupid me, I mistakenly killed my child. That is my camera, and I could smack myself in the face for years and years for making that mistake. And the one thing I could say to you is, when you get yourself a camera, treat it like it's your child. Because I killed my child. I left it out in the cold and the rain, and I let it slowly die of a sad, slow death, which I let it die on the day I was getting a documentary shot about me, and then that documentary was scrapped because the person said that their warehouse caught on fire. And I think they just said that to say, well, Tommy, you're not relevant anymore, so we kind of scrapped your project because we weren't really interested in doing we were interested in doing a documentary, but now that your name is kind of irrelevant, we kind of scrapped your documentary, and we kind of said this when we shot all this awesome content with you, and I went out of my way to make sure everything in my life looked perfect, but that's just how things happen. One good thing happened, then one bad thing happened, then the next couple weeks, another bad thing happened. But things just get better, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now, what?
Yeah, things do get a lot better. Like, the reason why I'm saying that, because back in, like, May of this year, like, my channel, Mystery Guy TV, got removed for, like, strikes, kind of like what's going on with you. Yeah, it's kind of like, strike.
I've never had any trouble like that, man.
Yeah, but, yeah, it got striked a couple of times, and, yeah, and my account got taken down. So I was really sad, because that account, like, Mystery Guy TV, like, that I made in 2016, it literally hit to, like, 1,000 subs. And, sadly, it got taken down. So, then I have to, like, retrace my steps and have to start all over again. And it's basically this channel right now. But I'm just lucky I'm at least up to, like, 89 subs.
Well, I'm subscribed to you, so hopefully your number went up a little bit. And if you can, folks, if you're watching this, go to his channel right now. And I say this for every guest that I interview. Go to his channel right now. Put this on pause. Go to his channel. I'm not asking you. I'm demanding you, and I'm asking you nicely. Also, demanding and asking nicely. Go to this guy's channel and give him a sub. And click the like button until it explodes. Like, just that release of endorphins.
Excuse me, do all that good shit, guys.
Let me think here. Trying to think of what else I can ask you. Was there any questions you wanted to ask me? Because I let my guests ask me a question if you want an impression, or a question if you want. You're welcome to throw it. If there's ever been a question you wanted to ask me, you're welcome to throw it out here and ask.
Oh, yeah, there's one question I want to ask you about your, like, short film you made back in, like, high school called Oddball.
Yes, Oddball, yes.
Like, does Oddball, is he, like, does he also have, like, autism like you?
It's not clear that what Oddball has, but the character of Oddball is kind of a reflection of just everybody. Himself as a person is a reflection of just people in this world, and we as people, and that everybody's been bullied. Everybody has hooked up with a girl, and that girl has treated them like garbage. And Oddball is just the reflection of every single kid that has been manipulated, bullied, or just strung out, or somebody that has been thrown out butt naked into the gym or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know if that has happened to somebody or somebody that has been spat on, which I got spat on one year for prom. Somebody saw me in the crowd and they decided that it'd be funny to hock a loogie on me. And I looked around, I couldn't see anything, and there was just a wide ring of people. But Oddball is basically the representative of people that have been bullied, and that's just through that one movie it expresses, what happens to people. And a lot of people ask me, Tommy, what happened afterwards? And I'm like, you have to use your imagination. You have to imagine, what did Oddball do? Did Oddball have a name? You never know. And, what happened after this incident? I let people use their imagination. I actually had thought about going to Hamza and, getting behind a producer and making a movie Oddball 2. And kind of doing the perspective of, Oddball older. And then, he has a perfect life. And then what happens is, ultimately, all this stuff unfolds. And it goes terribly wrong. And it's kind of like a slow fall to peril. You kind of see the upside of everything, and then everything goes terribly wrong. Something like that, an idea. And Hobbs was like, Tommy, come on, really? You seriously want to depress people? And I'm like, what? It's just a reality shift. Sometimes life is not always, gumdrops and rainbows, And the thing is that...
True.
In life, that, it doesn't always go easy. There is ups and downs, and you don't know what's going to happen. It's just, life can be over just like that. You can, be alive and breathing, and the next moment you're laying on a gurney taking your last breath. And that's why I say, live like it's your last day on earth, because you don't know when that last day is going to be for you. Say what you have to say to your relatives. Say what you have to say to your family. Show them that you love them, because the last day on earth you don't know is going to be your last day. Live life to the fullest and let your family know that you love them, which I don't know if any of my family, but I want to tell my family that I love you all. I want to tell all my friends I love you all also, and I appreciate everything you guys do to me. All my friends and family, you mean so much to me. And I could just say that here publicly, here on my YouTube channel. And you just have to live life to the fullest and never give up and never surrender.
Wow. That's pretty deep, Tommy.
I know, I try to express myself and try to do what I can, then people try taking that and making fun of me and trying to make me look like I'm something different than what I am. And I just try to express myself on a national level and just try to project all, entertainment. And I have different sides to me that no one's perfect. I'm not positive all the time. I get angry, I get mad, I say things I regret saying. I do things sometimes that I shouldn't do, but I end up doing them because some people are trying to proact me and trying to talk down about me, and I just go with the flow. I just do.
Yeah. Well, Tommy, can I say something about that?
Yes.
I think the reason why a lot of people nowadays, why they hate people that say you gotta live your life to the fullest or anything like that, I just kind of think that people are really, nihilistic nowadays. With shows like Rick and Morty or BoJack Horseman, the audience think they're smart and they know everything about life, and they think life is just meaningless, which it's not. If they see someone that's trying to spread positivity and say, hey, you should live your life to the fullest, and try to make every day of your life a good day or something like that, or treat every day like it's your last day, like you said. And there's gonna be those people that are gonna say, oh, that's stupid, life is meaningless. I just think a lot of people nowadays is very nihilistic.
I understand. And I think that some people are hateful is because they look into a world and they see something and then they're jealous of it. So that's why they like that person, but they hate that person. They're jealous. They're angry. But the fact is, the reason why that person is jealous because they haven't worked for it. Some people get up there on their couches and make content. Some people go out and stand up and paint stuff and build stuff and make stuff happen. When people build, like, I can guarantee you the people that built the World Trade Center, every single day before 9/11, I guarantee you that they would look up and say, I built that. My grandfather built that. I built something. I made something with my hands, Or I can, with me, I look up and I see Oddball and I say, I had help. And I directed that movie. I made that come true. I gave life to that creation. And the fact is, some people just gotta stop being jealous. Some people have to just get up and just, yes, and Shia LaBeouf, just do it!
Yeah, just do it.
Yes, just do it.
Well, actually, I want to say something about that too. Like, what's really funny about nowadays, like, there's a lot of people that are on their couch, like, complaining how they're not, like, the biggest celebrity, or, like, they're not doing this or doing that, even though you should just get up and do it. Like you said, just do it. Like that.
Yes. Before we end off the show here, you're welcome to plug your channel and tell where people to go and, throw anything out you want to shout out. And we're going to end the show off here real quickly.
Oh, okay. Like, people want to shout out?
Yeah, if you want to shout anybody out, or if you want to just talk about your channel, and this is your time, this is your platform to go off.
Well, what I do want to say to, like, this is something I want to say to, like, any, like, new YouTubers just starting, like, YouTubers that are just getting on the platform or something like that. I just want to let you know, if you do make YouTube videos and you broadcast yourself to, like, the whole world, there's millions of people watching, like, something's going to happen to you. Something's bad going to happen to you, like, either way. Like, kind of like what, like, Boogie298 said in his interview, like, when you go out there on YouTube and you go make videos, like, then, millions of people around the world is going to watch it, you're going to catch something. Because, like, back in the day when I made, like, bad YouTube videos, and during that time, like, in 2016 to 17, I was getting a little popular since I had about 1,000 subs. And I was starting to get, like, death threats from people. Literally, like, people telling me, like, to kill myself, or they're going to kill my family or something like that. I mean, that's the thing. That's what happens, because I see a lot of YouTube videos of these small YouTubers saying, why are you sending me these death threats, and why are you doing this, or why are you sending me hate comments? Because that's what happens when you go on the internet. There's always going to be a troll. There's always going to be a hater that's going to come on your channel and say something bad about you. That's going to happen. And even if you're, like, a big YouTuber and you have fan mail, like, something's bad going to happen with the fan mail. Because, like, Boogie298, he literally got, like, feces and like, boxes sent to him.
Really?
Like, literally that. Yeah, he literally had that, like, feces, like, sent to him. Yeah. I'm just not surprised that never happened to any other YouTubers. But, that's why I was thinking about, like, doing fan mail, but since I heard what happened to him, I was thinking about maybe not doing fan mail.
Well, first of all, let me tell you something about that. I have a segment called Mailbox Monday, and, don't be afraid. It's not that expensive to get yourself a P.O. box, and just because of somebody's misfortune, don't let yourself be afraid, because if you let the trolls make you fear, you will be a hermit for the rest of your life. Don't let yourself be a hermit. Don't let somebody, just because somebody had a bad experience with something, don't flaunt yourself to be afraid to do something. Because I have a segment called Mailbox Monday, and I always tell people, please send letters, send postcards or anything, packages if you want, and I will open up the packages and open up the letters, and Hamza always reads them out. And I always try my best to give shout-outs to people that are writing the letter, and my P.O. box is down in the description below if you want to check that out. And I always try my best to check the P.O. box. So I say, man, go for it. Get yourself a P.O. box, which is not that expensive, and you can get packages and stuff like that. You can get letters. Like if you look at my channel, you can see how many Mailbox Mondays I have done, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit because no one has sent any letters or anything like that. But I keep plugging that I have a P.O. box, and if people want to send letters or anything like that, I would really much appreciate that. And I love all my fans. And even though I get scrutinized a lot, I get hate on a lot, I just keep on trucking. Don't be afraid to make content or make new content that could possibly project you to grow a whole new audience. What you can do. Don't be afraid to stare down the trolls and be like, no. And just keep on trucking and keep on going.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Tommy. But, I know what you mean, Tommy, and I highly agree with you, but, I just kind of like to, play a little bit safe on the internet. I know you shouldn't be scared, and that's true, you shouldn't be. But, these are people on the internet. You don't know what they're capable of, but I agree with you, Tommy.
Understand. Thank you. And
yeah.
So, check out his YouTube channel. And as always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. And always, I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Yeah. And also, check out my channel. And before we leave, I want to give a little shout out to some of my friends. Also go check out my channel. And go check out my friend Uncle Bootleg's channel, Bootleg317. He makes really great animation videos. And also go check out Jordan23. He makes some good videos as well. Go check those guys out. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys later.
Keeping you on the inside fact. Catch you later, folks. Thank you for enjoying another awesome episode of Tommy Talks. Catch you later, folks.